Ontario for men's soccer action for OCAA as St. Clair hosts Mohawk to start off their seasons here at Acumen Stadium. My name is Justin Prince, as we are glad to have you with us to start off the brand new campaign here on this nice and sunny evening. Both teams finishing up their preparations for tonight's action, as St. Clair in their white jerseys will take on Mohawk in their orange and black jerseys here tonight. Let's take a quick look at how the lineups fare out tonight. Starting off in goalkeeper for Mohawk is Oliver Steinke. He'll be lined up alongside Stefan Jokanovic. Then you have Brandon Barnard lined up alongside Anthony Sims. Sebastian Kenia will line up in the lineup. Also joining them, Hamza Salman. You'll also have starting off Adam Palechowski, along with Jacob Savoya. Also, you have Garen Blake. Also rounding out the lineup, Luke Sabatino. Amongst those you'll see here today. In goalkeep for St. Clair, it is Jonathan Rondinelli. He'll be in his second year of eligibility alongside Powell Dava, coming in his first year of eligibility from St. Joseph's. Gabriel Santos starts alongside Massimo Poward. Also in the lineup is Yao Pava. You also have Mateo Grahovic alongside Austin Sabrino, Riley Kurek, along with Zam, along with Patrick Mayu and Wasa Sam, rounding out your lineups today. The Nizams, keep in mind, are your stars to watch for with experience. Club levels talked about in the preseason by St. Clair staff. Their biggest recruits start their first games as Saints here today, previously from Kennedy Collegiate. Mohawk will start with the ball to begin today's action as the Mountaineers look to try and start off strong to follow the momentum of the women's team that picked up the victory 3-2 earlier. We're off and away from Acumen Stadium. The Mountaineers starting things off in their own zone. Move back around. The Mountaineers haven't knocked out a touch. And quickly, our first throw-in of the match coming in for Blake. Blake tries to toss it in, contact. St. Clair moves it on up. The rush. Zam, the quick shot, covered up for the first save of the season for Steinke. Steinke quickly throws it off and away. 30 seconds into the opening match of the season for these two clubs here in Windsor. Nearly out of touch, just kept in play by Blake. With it, Kenya moving it back and forth with the goalkeeper. Steinke now for the reset. Jordan Brown, the head coach for Mohawk College. This club that's talked about a bit during the women's game, now playing its home games at Tim Hortons Field in Hamilton. Home of the Hamilton Tiger Cats, of course. They look to try and go on the prowl at midfield. Moved up and headed away by St. Clair. Back along midfield. St. Clair with some of the first touches of the match. Far side of the field, kicked over, Grahovic. Quickly moved back nearly to the box. St. Clair trying to pick up a bit of pace and tempo. Berezolewski's squad has it stripped away. Mike Berezolewski, the head coach of this team, 30 years. Hell of a program for St. Clair. Kept things close to the chest when it came to the expectations during the show with Dominic Papa during the week here on We Digital. Off and away, St. Clair with the ball after the throw-in. 2 minutes in. Going on the attack. Into the box. The chance. Open crease. Misses the woodwork at the side of the mesh. A good chance for one of the Nizams to score on their first shot. Musa Nizam not able to put it in the back of the net with an open crease. Steinke now sets things up as the sun starts to set over Acumen Stadium. The wind was a factor, keep in mind, earlier tonight. For women's soccer, wind gusts have started to trickle down from over the grandstand still for the men's game. Tavares. Watch this one kicked along the side, nearly a handball for Nizam. Also Nizam tries to go on the attack, kicked up and into the grandstands. Look out. Out of touch. And the fans will give the ball back as throwing comes in quick. Grahovic. Move back over to Santos. And that goes out of touch. Some of the various students enthusiastically cheering on the Saints from the sidelines and from the grandstands here tonight. Strong attendance for the opening match of the season for the Acumen Stadium pitch. Moved inside St. Clair zone, now moved up. Severino. Trying to dodge his way through some orange and black shirts. Moved up towards the box. Trying to retreat around. Bava passed off away. Trying to go back for the tackle. Zane Nizam not able to get to it. That one's kicked away. Out of touch, throw in Mohawk. Still inside the Mountaineers zone. So far, St. Clair 2 shots on goal. 1 save for the Mountaineers on those shots. Looking for their first opportunity on offense. Play kept up towards midfield with it. Adam Lichelski. Now moved up the far side. 2 attackers move up towards the box. St. Clair keeps it away from them. Headed off along the far side, kept in touch for now. Approaching 5 minutes into the opening half of play here on We Digital. Glad to have you with us here from the Rose City. That one moved along and out of touch it goes once more. Stays Mohawk ball for the throw-in. Sabatino looks to throw it in. Throws it in short. Trying to skate around some space, Salmon. Moved up to the box. Mohawk with a chance. St. Clair kicks it away. And the throw-in will come back into play. Mohawk quickly gets back to work on the reset. St. Clair pokes it away. Mohawk forced back to retreat. Steinke caught out of his box. Has to go after it. Already in midfield, the goalkeeper kicks it away. Steinke able to retreat back. St. Clair not able to take advantage. Tie up in midfield. Move back around once again for Sims. Kick back up midfield line. Poke back to Mohawk. Train back. Lichelski. Moved over to Blake. Second player from Mississauga gets stripped off the ball. Poke back around the side. Kept in touch. Mohawk keeps up the attack. Floated up towards the box. Bouncing its way around. Picked up by Mayu. Second-year defender from Amherstburg. Pass it along. Pava to the box. This time bouncing forward on the rush, Grahovic. Grahovic with a third touch nearly. Tries to go for the tackle, draws the free kick. Tied up with Sabatino. Free kick around midfield as quick whistles come in to set up the free kick opportunity. Approaching the 7th minute. This game talked about by many up in the press box to be a potential thrower. Popped up by Mohawk. Bounced around and moved away by St. Clair quickly. And they say it's out of touch. Massimo Pollard thought it stayed in. But it's thrown back in no quickly. Whistles blow. They'll do it again. This time a little bit more of a bobble on the throw-in. Kick through some defenders. St. Clair moves it up. Quickly trying to control the tempo midfield. Moved around for Pollard. Pollard kicks into space. Nizam trying to set things up. Over to Pollard. Pollard avoids the tackle. Bounce back around for Pava. Loaded to the top of the box. Quick shot. Misses the woodwork and curls out of play. Zayn Nizam with the shot that time. Both Nizams with high expectations with this recruiting class, continuing the relentless pressure. They've had a majority of the shots for St. Clair so far. Whistle up the field on the kick. They'll set up a quick pass away, St. Clair. Mayo. Passed away by Pollard. No, kept up forward. Now Mayo chases after the corner. Pollard moves away. Quick pass. Bounced around. St. Clair, top of the box. Kicked back away by Mohawk. Approaching the 9th minute of play here on We Digital. 0-0 still the score. Able to break away from the tackle of the Mountaineers. Pass intercepted though, coming from Flichowski. Far side of the field. Slowly moved around. Kolik. Zandazam comes up with it. Shot. Scores! And St. Clair's on the board. Their first goal of the season. It's 1-0. Nizam brothers expected to score strong throughout these matchups. St. Clair on the board for their first goal of the season. "1-0 now your score for St. Clair. Ten minutes into play. Move back around Mohawk, trying to respond quickly in the women's matchup. 30 seconds was the response time. That one goes out of touch. Quickly thrown back in by Blake. Sims over to Blake. Call it out of touch. Throw in called. Zayn Nizam picking up the first goal of the season. In the 10th minute. Moved up now by St. Clair. Bounced around. Kolik. Kept slow tempo. Mayo. Move back around for Severino. Trying to dance. Back over to Severino. Floated back up by St. Clair on the rush. Nizam sees it kicked away. Trying to go back on the rush. And kicked out of touch. Approaching the 12th minute of play. Grahovic. Sees it move back. Cross through a midfield line. Santos. Darting a couple times. Now, Kolk. Move over to Santos. Move back to Severino. Back to Santos. Kicked up the field on the rush. Broken up by Mohawk. They call for the goal kick. Steinke kicks it away. St. Clair picks it back up, though, at the midfield mark. Moved over into open space on the attempt. Maladaba not able to get to it. Mountaineers set up for the throw it. Nizam. That one was Nizam, able to pass it away. Now setting up Grahovic. One player in the area, Pollard forced to retreat away. Move back around to Grahovic. Through the box, the header misses the woodwork and out. St. Clair's attack relentless so far in this first half of play. 1-0 still to score. Quick look at the replay. Good set for the cross. Just out of touch. In live action, a collision on the tackle. St. Clair going back to work. Trying to battle inside the box. St. Clair forced to retreat. Slide tackle. Warning given, quick shot, scores! And St. Clair getting to work, it's 2-0. That time just deflected off the goalkeeper's hands. Steinke not able to make the stop. Kulik able to pick up the goal to make it 2-0. Not even 15 minutes in. Mohawk already under pressure after the kick. Moved over to Blake. Blake passes by a couple different Mountaineers. St. Clair able to retreat and pick it up. Again, 2-0 your score after the goal. Kulik picking up the goal in the 14th minute to make it 2-0. Moved around, Grahovic. Kulik. Moves all the way back. Severino now taking his time to move it around over to Santos. Stretching the defense, Mayo. Running forward, Pollard. Pollard, hard slide tackle. That rolls out of touch. That time on the slide tackle, Jokanovic. That sets up a corner kick opportunity. St. Clair's first of the match. Through the box, just out of the touch of the header. It rolls all the way to the other side. Mohawk picks it up. That one knocked out of touch. Stays Mountaineers throw it. Throw-in coming in this time from Barnard. St. Clair knocks it down, strips it away. Quickly getting back to work. Through to tackle. Steinke picks it up. Steinke elects to pass it away. Long boot up the field for Blake. Off the Saints header. Blake keeps it up. Tries to avoid the huge tackle. Picked away by St. Clair. Saints back on the prowl. Moved up for Pollard. Pollard moves it up to midfield. Grahovic. Passed again to space. Another chance. Steinke gets to it. And multiple whistles blow. And a player is down at the other end of the field, part of the reasoning. That is Blake, Garen Blake, second-year defender from Mississauga. It appears down there. He's had plenty of touches coming into this stoppage. Coming around the 17th minute here in Windsor. Again, for those just tuning in here on We Digital, earlier tonight in women's soccer action, 3-2 Mohawk was the score. First loss for the return former head coach for St. Clair's program after a 24-4 record in his previous stint. The men's side starting off electrifyingly strong here for this matchup, scoring-wise, as you take a look at the sideline. To touch upon things mentioned in the women's game, St. Clair is the Nationals next year. But coming up tomorrow on the same pitch, it's OFC football, where the London Beefeaters come into town to take on the St. Clair Saints. Coverage starts 6:50 p.m. Eastern Time here on We Digital. Blake now being brought off the pitch. The Mountaineers currently finishing up who they will bring in substitution for him. Keon Smith will come onto the pitch in his place. Keon Smith, a second-year eligible player from Brantford. Train staff checking out Blake. Let's take a look at the weather meanwhile. The temperature's 26 degrees Celsius, a drop from 28 earlier. It feels like 30 degrees currently. The wind gusts reaching now as high as 26 kilometers an hour. Still coming over from the grandstands over to the pitch. The humidity has risen up to 58%. You see those wind gusts right there. They played treacherous bounds in the earlier matchup. Several balls booted towards the grandstand side of the field were blown back in play throughout the women's matchup. That time out of touch, Mohawk throw-in. Smith quickly getting his first touch. Mohawk tries to retreat back to midfield, stripped away. Opportunity up the field. Steinke comes out of the net. Poked back loose, an open crease. Trying to find spots. Nizam, the shot rolls in. Steinke can't get to it, scores! Both the Nizam's able to get on the board. It's 3-0. And Steinke not having a fun night. 7 shots faced in the first 21 minutes, 3 goals allowed. Steinke not able to slide back to it. And the Mountaineers are down 3 early. Steinke already getting another touch on it. Moved near side. Barnard, slide tackle and a whistle. They'll regroup things for Jokanovic. Not sure where to go, passes it back to Steinke instead. Moved up to midfield. St. Clair again nearly strips it away. Mohawk trapped in their own zone throughout this entire first half so far. 22 minutes in, 3 goals. Steinke kicks it up. Power breaks it up. Out of touch though for the throw-in. Looped around. Grahovac kicks it up the field. Dancing it around. Paiva moves over to Pollard. Mayu. Kicked on back. And out of touch. Off of Santos. Third-year eligible player from Brazil. And already, Blake getting up from the trainer's stand. He will stay out for now. Smith will throw it in. St. Clair able to strip back away. Kick for the first time to the goalkeeper, Rondinelli, with his first touch of the match. That time out of touch, far side. Mohawk trying to throw it in quick. Able to get it in. Going on, potentially the first attack broken up. St. Clair kicks it up. Pollard rushes to the box. Not going to keep it. Nizam. Musa Nizam tackle down. And a corner called. St. Clair fans getting loud in the stands here at Acumen Stadium. Another corner set up from the near side. Going for the header over the woodwork. Not able to get to it. Tukolik over the woodwork. Potential second goal on the plate there. Back in play. Mohawk moves it up to midfield. Once again stolen away. Pass percentage not looking strong early. He watches that one get tapped out of touch. Stays St. Clair throw in. 25 minutes in. Moved around the far side and back the other way for Mohawk. St. Clair dances it around. Zane Nizam breaks away from two tackles, whips away one, gets tackled down. Play continues, nearly stolen back. Mohawk able to break up the rush. St. Clair gets the rush back. Two tackle attempts for the Mountaineers keep the progression forward towards the St. Clair zone. Pick back up by the defenders. St. currently is down in the box, however. Zane Nizam is still trying to get up for St. Clair. Play still continues. Now whistles blow for the injury stoppage. And his first matchup with St. Clair with this program. Looking like he will stay in the match. No move for a substitution or the trainer. Let's take a look at what triggered this. You see the hard contact. That was with Barnard. So a free kick ordered for Mohawk. See a high five given as Mohawk just kicks it back to the goalkeeper. Now they call back in. St. Clair strips it back away. Dancing it around. Nizam. Move back to the defenders for the retreat. Danced around over for Mayo. Soft touch back over to Santos. Slowly working their way back to midfield in the 27th minute. 3-0 still the score. St. Clair over Mohawk. Moved over to Mayo. Pollard gives it back over Grohovac. Popped on forward. The chance Nike breaks it up again. The Mountaineers struggling to break forward on their opportunities. They lose it again. So, Nizam knocks over a player. Kick back to the sky either way to Kolick. Over to Santos. Move back to Mayu. To Pollard. To Mayu. Move back in the direction. Midfield. Crossing the midfield plane. Once again, setting up another chance on the attack. Broken up by Mohawk quickly on the tackle. Coming up to the 29th minute of play. The sun has just about fully set here at Acumen Stadium. Picked up by Santos. Now moved ahead by St. Clair. Slower tempo now being brought by the Saints with a 3-0 advantage. Move back for Mayu to Santos. Rondinelli directing traffic from the goal. Kicked on ahead again. Musanizam battles for the ball. Picks it up before the box. Saints trying to break in and whistles called. St. Clair sets up for the free kick. Just before the box, a huge chance coming up. And Pollard will set things up. So for the first time tonight, for either matchup, the wall gets built up. Steinke with 4 players building the wall. Pollard the kick. Pollard shot off the bar. Not able to get it past the woodwork as Pollard can't help but smile. Massimo Pollard not able to break through to the net. And talk about close. A foot more to the left, and we're talking 4-0. Substitution coming in. St. Clair making a change. It's Carlos de Gloria Jr. from Leamington. Moved around and out of touch far side. Mohawk working their way around. Can they find an inettable shot? They work towards the box. Slide tackle breaks up a chance. Mohawk still shotless. Move back up to Kolick. Able to predict the spot for Mayu. Mayu with the afterburners moves it on up to Pollard. Pollard going for the cross. The header. Goal kick. Softly moved ahead now by the Mountaineers. Ganovic. Kick back against Nike. Feeling a bit of pressure, just gets it off. Sanko looks to provide some more. Quick shot, quick goal kick. The program's #1 fan in the stands wanting to see this continue for St. Clair. 3-0, 32 minutes in. moved up and around for the Mountaineers. Starting the rush, starting to get stolen away again. Back to Rondinelli. St. Clair toying with the ball. Back to Rondinelli. To Santos. One striker moving forward still. That's Musa Nisam. He works up now with some help from Pollard from the wings. Move back to Mayu, missing. Here comes Mohawk. Mohawk looking to do something. Off to the box and off the intended target. Rondinelli again picking it up. Now moving forward, St. Clair again. Approaching the 34th minute. Grahovac gets it on up to Kolik. Grahovac back around far side. Looking to dart ahead. Dava with some rare touches. Gets stripped away. Stripped back by St. Clair. Pollard starting to signal for the attack from the left wing. Makes his way towards that direction. Now on the pass. Moved away now. Back to mid. Back to the defenders. To Santos. Santos trying to orchestrate things. Going back and forth with Grahovac now. Dribble now by Severino. Severino gets it back. Rondinelli says to go left. St. Clair goes mid-left. Loop back by DeKolik. To the heart of the play. DeKolik not able to get it to its intended target. St. Clair still keeps it. They have maintained possession in this match. Vast majority of the touches. Plus 50%. St. Clair controlling those touches. Mayu with the good touch. Move back to Pollard. Pollard looks for it. Pollard misses. Steinke will set things up again for the goal kick. Pollard had been trying to direct the traffic for an opportunity like this one for about a minute and a half. Pollard not able to get on target there. Now they've called for the corner. St. Clair quickly working through that box. Now they signal goal kick. Substitution signaled on the side. St. Clair making a change. Romero Mario Abraham, should say, coming in.
Substitution in the 36th minute, number 13, Mario Abraham, for number 7.
Abraham coming in that time for Massimo Pollard after some close opportunities for Pollard tonight. Out of touch, St. Clair throw-in. Quickly approaching midway through this match, the Saints in full control. For those tuning in, 3-0 to score after quick goals to start off the match within the first 15 minutes. St. Clair has maintained control of the offensive tempo much of this match. Mohawk yet to get a shot. 9 attempts by St. Clair on goal. Steinke. Goal kicks it away. Headed back down by St. Clair. Mohawk runs back into their own zone. Puchalski gets it stripped back away. Move back mid. Kick past the midfield logo. Battling with it. Dava. Now move back up once again to Kolik. Kolik able to find some space. And that one kicked out of touch. St. Clair with a good chance with the throw-in. That time just kicked away by Kenya. Thrown in short. St. Clair trying to work their way to the box. Going for the cross. Tapped away by Steinke. Mohawk able to get it away. St. Clair keeps it in, bringing Santos in deep. Santos not backing down. The defender works back. Santos lets it dance back. Floated up the left wing. And waiting for the signal, as that will be signal for the corner. Tomorrow, OCAA baseball taking place at 4 and 6 p.m. It's George Brown, St. Clair to start off the home schedule from Burt Lacoste Park. Tune in on We Digital. The goal kick. We'll now see it go to the back of the net. The corner goes in for the score. That ball wanting to find its way to the goal. And another header to make it 4-0. Take a look at the replay. Gloria Jr. on the kick. And the quick header and the quick bullet in. Play back underway. Quickly, St. Clair throw-in. Roll back within the vicinity on that header. St. Clair has it ripped away. Multiple tackles, now trying to sit on top of it, and that brings up multiple whistles. Tighter calls seen throughout the match. They set up for the free kick. Looking to set things up, the Mountaineers in the 40th minute now. 4-0 to score. St. Clair with 3 goals in the opening 15 minutes. Last goal coming just 2 minutes ago. Rondinelli able to pick up the stop. St. Clair immediately on the prowl. Working up the wing is Abraham. Abraham with some space. Loses a bit of the dribble. Goes for the shot, blocked twice. Mohawk takes it back away. The Mountaineers are wanting a whistle. They keep playing though. St. Clair kicks it all the way up in towards Rondinelli, and it goes out of touch. Throw-in coming from the near side corner. All right, the Mountaineers having their substitutions warm up. Huge tackle sends a Mountaineer tumbling. Play sees a throw-in. Now Rondinelli getting signal for the ball for the kick, in fact, now. Initial signal. Picking it up, Abraham. Move back for Santos. Back along the far side. Floated up. Musa Nizam with a quiet past 20 minutes. Sees a whistle. A quick free kick attempt. Darting up the field, Mohawk in the 42nd minute now. And a slide and a tumble on the tackle. Bluchowski knocked back down. Now instead of another quick kick, Barnard. Gives it back out. Yukanovich for the kick. Kenia. Move back around far side. Trying to dance far side around still. The Mohawk Mountaineers trying to get a first shot on net still. Moved over to the box for the first time. Battling out right by the goal line. Goes out of touch. Corner called. Mohawk with a chance to do something here. Moving over to the corner for the kick. Wachowski. First corner for the Mountaineers this match. And he elects to just pass it off. Wachowski now floats it into the box. Doesn't make its target. And a St. Clair Saint tumbles to the ground. 4-0 the score. Nizam Tukolik, Nizam Grahovac credited with goals in the match, and the training staff coming out. Coming in the 44th minute. Surely see extended extra time here. Maxwell Pollard already waiting to come in on the wings. Strong start to the campaign for St. Clair, who, keep in mind, hosted last year's OCAA championships, had to play their way in. They made their way to the bronze medal game, lost in that matchup, however. So off the field goes Yalpeva, Brazilian, taken out for Pollard. And in extra time now, they'll try it again. A second corner for Mohawk, another pass off. They've tried this play once already. This time going for a strong shot over the woodwork. Extra time continues to tick along. St. Clair sees it come to a close. And 45 minutes in, St. Clair dominating on their home pitch. 4-0 the score, 45 minutes in. Here on We Digital. More coverage coming up after the break. You're watching We Digital from Windsor, Ontario.
Every child should learn how to swim, for health, for safety, and for fun. That's why we've started Canada's Swim Team. Learn to swim at least 25 meters on your own, and you're on the team. Canada's Swim Team. It's that easy. Help make us the world's largest swim team by adding your name at getswimming.ca. Ask your parents first. Swimming, the only sport that can save your life.
Where are you headed?
Just gonna hang out.
If any of your buddies ever pressure you to take a drink, just tell them you promised your dad you wouldn't.
I promise. Love you too, Dad.
They really do hear you. For tips on what to say, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Clair and Mohawk. Justin Prince with you here on We Digital. So far, the Saints with a dominant beginning of this matchup. 4 goals by 4 different scorers. And we're underway for the second half of play. St. Clair controlled the offensive attack for most of that first half of play. Just 2 shots for the Mountaineers, 11 for St. Clair credited on the score sheet, 10 on the board. 4 saves picked up in credit for Mohawk, 1 for St. Clair. Multiple corner kicks as well, taken by St. Clair, 4 in total. Offside called on the first attack of this second half of play. So far, it's been a strong night for the Nizams. Their debut, both forwards, 6 foot, experienced playing club soccer for the FC Nationals and Liverpool Academy. Off to midfield. The lights fully on here at Acumen Stadium. The sun fully set, just a tint of orange in the sky. Moved up to midfield, Abraham. Dream back and ripped away by the Mountaineers. Mohawk with a chance. Trying to avoid several tackles, looping back and forth. Pass back once again, picked up by St. Clair, however, Abraham. St. Clair on the rush. Nizam. Looking to battle along in the corner. Now moved along the goal line by Mohawk. As they start to take things slowly here on this attack. Still kept inside their own zone. 47 minutes into this matchup. St. Clair leads 4-0. The opening match of the season for these two teams in OCAA men's soccer. St. Clair back all the way to their own zone. Kicked off and away by Rodnelli. The Mountaineers move it back to midfield. Back and forth. Smith. Intercepted on the pass, that time Barnard. St. Clair back on the afterburners. Pollard with the left foot keeps it moving. Stolen back away by Mohawk, retreating back St. Clair. Move back up the side. Now with a rush to Gloria Jr. Trying to find space for Musa Nizam. Not able to get to it. Goal kick situation coming up. Still kept inside the zone for Steinke. Able to slowly pass it away from the pressure. And a whistle called on the tackle. And Abraham now getting a warning from the officials. No cards given. We keep playing. Steinke electing to kick this one away. Goes for the pass back to Steinke, nearly caught on the back foot. There would have been a pressure, just gets it off. Defenders now pick it up for St. Clair, quickly poked away. St. Clair tries to move it away. And a whistle called. Back the other direction. Mohawk quickly passes it off. Mohawk looking to get on the board here. Yet to find the score sheet when it comes to goals. 15 total goals scored in 6 games last campaign. Slide tackle on the rush up by St. Clair. Pollard floats it up, and Pollard jumping up. Whistle called, and an error kick set up. Approaching the 50th minute of play, St. Clair get the chance for the kick. We've already seen one close call here from Pollard on the kicks. Looks like he'll set up in the midst to support. Grehovac sets up back. Pollard rushes forward. Grehovac goes for the kick, looking for the woodwork, misses it. That goes all the way to the back fencing and out of touch. Goal kick called, rather corner kick called. Pollard floats it to the box. The dive, Steinke with the stop. Steinke trying to slow the tempo down as he gets up the goal kick. That's his 5th stop of the match so far. 51st minute, St. Clair taking it patiently. Steinke last season allowed 9 goals for reference. He has allowed nearly half that mark this match. Steinke with a save. 35 picked up last season in a 2-1-1 record. St. Clair strips it away on the pass. Pollard floats it to the box. Steinke again comes up with it. Steinke looking for someone to pass it to. Let's just roll it off to his left. Another overpass. Nava not able to get it cleanly passed away after the overpass, though. Battle back to Gloria Jr. Not able to tackle it away. Move back once again, Smith. To the other side. Dribbled out by Sims. Sims gets it back. Sims kicks it away. And out of touch, St. Clair throw in. Quickly tossed all the way towards the box. Goalkeeper Steinke kicks it off and away. St. Clair comes back with it again. Still keeping majority of the touches this match. Grovac works his way through a sea of orange. Pollard passes it off to the wing to Gloria Jr. The shot stopped by Steinke. He dives on top of it. Mohawk still feeling the pressure, even with the large lead. No let off from St. Clair in this match tonight. Ray Jr. waits in the wings. Moved on ahead by Smith. Mohawk now tries to pass into space. Coming out of the goal crease. And kicking it away, Rondinelli. 2 players tied up. Whistle called. That will set up a free kick opportunity inside Mohawk zone again. Potential substitution may come in the wings. Already a player being sent to the side with action continuing. Meanwhile, the chance inside. Pollard shot deflected away. The rebound scores. And off the deflection it goes. And it is 5-0. Musa Nisam with his 2nd goal of the match. And this one off a soft tapper on the rebound. 2 different players not able to get a touch in. Off and away we go. Mohawk in the 54th minute, down 5-0. Steinke with a nightmarish night. A net has allowed more than half of his total from last season in one match alone. Move back in. Floated back around. Muzanisam nearly stole it back away again. Kick back ahead. Dancing around a couple times, some nifty moves. Pachelski has it go out of touch, however. And another throw-in for St. Clair. St. Clair sees the slide down by Pollard on the pass, a trip down, and that's going to draw a whistle to Kolick. From St. Anne Catholic High School, the prospect down, picked up a goal earlier in the match. Mentioned the Windsor TFC experience coming in for him. He's also played club soccer with Windsor, Croatia, part of the nursing degree program. And amongst those expected to be versatile because of his ability to play in the attacking and defensive midfield position. This is how this stoppage has come to play. He just clipped on the slide tackle. That was Plechalski. And a face plant down sets up the kick. No sub and a whistle back as they'll reset things. Shoelace needs to be tied first. To Kolick, now with the shoes tied. Kick coming up, Grahovac. Elects to go the other direction this time. Trying to stay unpredictable, St. Clair currently. They have three attackers set up at the edge of the box. Grahovac looks towards them, looks back instead to his fellow midfielders. Passed off of Pollard. Intercepted once again. Kicked back away by Steinke. Danced around once again. Mohawk moving it into St. Clair's zone for one of the first times this half. Into the box for the first time of the half. Down the goal line and out of touch. Goal kick signaled. Solid night for a goalkeeper who seen 4 starts last season, a 3-1 record, remember. Just a 1.14 goal allowed average in 2021. 16 saves, 4 goals allowed that campaign in a compressed schedule. A return back from the situation that, of course, was 2020, the pandemic. Season expected very busy for these teams in turn, though, in 2022. A busy time in the backfield. Mohawk moves it back over to the goalkeeper. Slow roll to move it forward in the 58th minute. 5-0 your score here on We Digital. Back and forth to the midfield. Move back to Pollard. Gets a piece of it. Intercepted away, and Steinke calls for some movement to his left. Looking directly to the left, instead goes to center. Bounced around in the midst of the traffic a couple times over. St. Clair able to break up the momentum. Shalevsky's cause and squad continuing. Looks strong to start off 2022 for men's soccer action tonight. Couple of substitution bibs coming into play on the sideline for Mohawk. They watch as they are under attack again. St. Clair shot. Misses the woodwork and out. And that substitution bib mentioned. The two of them, in fact. Now coming to play with a whistle called at the 59th minute. The Mountaineers electing to give some of the players some chances with this big score. Coming on in, Mohammed Jakadar. He'll also bring on in Ian Kara. Goal kick now being set up towards the 60th minute of this match. St. Clair thinking of a substitution in response, not able to get it in time, however. Bounced around. St. Clair and Mohawk converge. Move back for the retreat, Smith. Deflected as St. Clair comes up with it. Another attack opportunity floated up the field a couple times. Musa Nizam stops. Nearly gets pushed hard off the ball. Tries to tackle it back. Nizam in a tackle battle sees it go out of touch for the throw-in. Mohawk. Nizam, a very impressive debut. Once again, as talked about, both of the Nizams. 2 goals for Musa. Zane with 1. Pollard with the ball. Intercept on the pass back up to the top. St. Clair able to get it off the bounce, however. Loaded up to the left side. Abraham offsides called by a solid 5 steps. Mohawk working quick on these whistles at this point. Not backing down. Knocked down on the rush attempt. St. Clair again poking it loose. Moved over. St. Clair back and forth. Slowly working the way around. Substitution waiting in the wings. Play continues. For the time being, Grahovac has it stolen away. Now Mohawk bounces it forward. Stolen right back. Stolen right back again. Back and forth like a pendulum swing. Through the middle of the zone. Drain back calmly. Up the field. Mohawk looking to do something. Sabatino. Gonna pass it away there. Dribbled up by Smith. Smith spears it up. Headed away. Drain to the far side. All the way out of touch. Signal says St. Clair throw it. And it looks like they have another whistle blow. Still no signal for the substitution yet. Now there is. St. Clair does make the change. Nestor Lopez, our first-year eligible player from F.J. Brennan, comes in, and he'll come in for Musa Nizam. Nizam, an impressive debut with 2 goals. Start off his St. Clair Saints time in the program. Both expected, the brothers should say, to be strong attackers on the wings and in the striker positions this season. With strong technical and physical attributes seen here tonight. 3 goals combined by the brothers. Floated up the field, meanwhile into Mohawk zone. Out of touch. Signal says Mohawk ball. Multiple whistles blow as the initial throw-in attempt doesn't work out. Trying to sort things out still on the far side of the field before this throw-in attempt as they'll shuffle things down. Now they go. St. Clair immediately knocks it back and they'll do it again. And our substitution waiting on the wings, worth noting, has started a warm-up for St. Clair with this 5-0 advantage in the 64th minute. Knocked out of touch. Back the other way. Patience game now starting off for St. Clair as this match continues, looking to start off the season 1-0. They've started off with a dominating offensive performance here in this match, to say the least. 15 goals were scored, mind you, in the 6-game season alone, already a third of the way to the shortened campaign. Moved up now for the rush. St. Clair trying to do it again. Move to the corner. Lopez dances. Misses 2 tackles. Pollard floats it up for the cross. The header bounces into Steinke. Steinke able to pass it away. St. Clair keeping up the pressure. Foot to the pedal, to the uprights. It's not a goal. Now set up a goal kick opportunity. And another substitution coming in for Mohawk. Coming out is Lichowski. That brings back in Salmon.
Mohawk substitution at the 66th minute. Number 9, Hamazah Salman for number 15, Adam Kujawiski.
Taking their time, Steinke. And up in the air, past midfield. Knocked back down. Abraham squeezes through a couple players, picks up the whistle on the tackle attempt. Another free kick opportunity. St. Clair, less than 30 minutes away from a 1-0 start to the campaign. After a rough start to the women's soccer season, after having the advantage early in that matchup, they have kept this advantage going tonight. One of the top teams in the OCAA West last season for a reason. Looking to build on the momentum from the run of the championships. Now they look to run into the zone. Steinke knocks it down. Moved up now by the Mountaineers. And rinse, repeat. They lose possession midfield. Back on the attack, Abraham. Abraham passes it away. Bounce back, kicked away. Corner kick coming. They'll set things back on up now for the corner kick. Appears the ball may have nearly hit a car. This one looking to hit the back of the net, not able to do so. Dancing back, and a tackle brings down a Mountaineer for the whistle. Now in the 68th minute, those just tuning in, 5-0 your score. St. Clair joined the tempo since early on in this match. Abraham looking to try keep the pedal to the metal. Pollard. Move back outside. Back to Pollard. Slowly sprinting forward. Dava knocked out of touch, and they'll set things up along the corner. More substitutions being signaled now for the Mountaineers before this throw. As the Mountaineers will continue to clear off their bench. Epiphany Awuo come onto the field. Also returning back onto the playing field, Kenya.
Mohawk substitution. Number 6, Sebastian Kinei, and number 25, Akani.
In the box after the throw, picked up Steinke. 19 shots, by the way, for St. Clair in this match. Still 2 for Mohawk, and those 2 shots came in the 45th minute. Moved up to midfield, over the head of Pollard. The Mountaineers looking to change that statistic. Move back far side. Scatter plotted on their attack efforts. St. Clair breaks up the scatter plot. Mohawk forced to retreat back a bit in turn, avoiding a few tackle attempts. Looking to scatter the plot, and the plot weakens. More substitutions coming in. Third shot coming in. They did change the statistic. But St. Clair continuing to bring some of their stars to a break. Pollard, lots of close calls for goals tonight. Didn't get to the back of the net, but was an active part of the offense. He'll come out. Coming back in is Zane Nisem for him. And coming out in is Pava as well. He'll give a breather to DeKolik, who's had a strong debut after playing level 1 action with Windsor TFC. Ontario League 1 action, should say. Moved up already for a quick swing of an attack and a miss. St. Clair gets it back though. Mohawk tries to avoid some tackles and more whistles and more tumbles. The tumbleweeds continue to roll in the 71st minute. Steinke looks to kick it ahead, gets it stolen away immediately. Zane Nisem gets tackled. And a hard bit of contact. Jakadar immediately coming to check on him after the contact and not happy. Looks like they will keep Zane Nisem in. Softball action comes up on Sunday. It's a triple header of action from the sports park here at St. Clair. Be sure to tune in Sunday morning on We Did It All. After the kick, it bounces around. The attack moves away. Abraham looks to move it back. An error slide tackle out of touch. Stays St. Clair possession. Busy time here at the sports park, keep in mind. Sports competition action starting off for soccer, baseball, over at Burt Lacoste Park, should say, for the baseball side. Football and softball all taking place within the next few days as the start of the school year rolls through for St. Clair College as a whole. Offside called. Abraham on the touch. Mohawk moves it ahead. Move back around. Dancing around. Canning over to Steinke. Looking to move it ahead. Blake. Towards midfield, they're starting to progress. Chukadar sees it kicked back around the logo. Battle on the tackle. One player gets shoved down. And a Saint is down on the shove. St. Clair on the attack on the other end. Deflected away off the save from Lopez's shot. But a player is down after a shove on that previous tackle that helped spark that attack for Lopez. The Saint is back up on their feet, however, as they set up for the corner kick. Things start to get chippy here as the temperatures start to drop. Up towards the bar, Steinke rips it away. Steinke sprints it away, tries to throw it through two different defenders, avoids the defenders, gets it up to midfield. Blake has footsteps behind, avoids the footsteps. Moved into a sea of white and taken away by St. Clair. Kenya sees the bounce back and forth. Now stripped back again by the Mountaineers. Mohawk on the charge. move towards the box. Through 4 tacklers and taken off and away by Zane Nizam. Another hard bit of a tackle on Lopez. Move back on the wing. Blake taking up the wing and a tackle on back. To the other direction we go. The 75th minute now rolls through here at Acumen Stadium. Strong start to the soccer campaign for the men's side tonight. They make more substitutions this time and allow some more of their stars to get a breather here. St. Clair has just brought in Alex Artico on in. They've also brought in Ferris Akadar to close things on out. Quick whistle. Out of touch. And Mohawk taking their time as this match comes to a close with 76th minute action beginning this 90-minute match. St. Clair immediately gets the touch. Lopez immediately goes on the chase. Lopez not backing down. Stripped back away. Picked back. St. Clair starting another charge. Dancing around to Gloria Jr., not able to keep up with it. Move back outside. Kadar down the far side. Passed up for the attempt, and another hard tackle, and another whistle. Still no cards given in this match, mind you. Sportsmanship shown by Blake there. Looking for separation for the free kick. OCAA men's soccer continues into the 77th minute from Windsor. Now to get it through to the box. Bounced off the back of Abraham. Mountaineers now slowly dribble and a whistle called. That time off Kara. And a quick kick away by the Mountaineers. St. Clair dribbling this clock down. Floating it back up for Lopez. Intercepted once again. Lopez tries to get back to it, gets to it. Still looking to move it ahead, up the middle. Back up to the sky. An air trip up for a moment there. That time with Bava making some contact. Still keeping up with it, the Mountaineers. Down to about 11 or 12 minutes to work with in the opening match of the season. Up to midfield, back the other way, Abraham. Loop back now for Mohawk. Load it back around Salmon. Bounced off the head of a Saint. St. Clair tries to track down, and that sets up a potential corner. That was off a Saint for a moment, but there was a push. And you see how the shots have flown. A chance for another one for Mohawk there, but just 3 compared to St. Clair's 20. St. Clair able to dribble it off and away after they got the ball after the push. Loaded up midfield. Bounce back around, Mohawk back with it. Looking to treat back. Couple steps back. Moved up towards far side, they say out of touch. That will set up another throw. Coming up to the 80th minute, the Mountaineers, mind you, prepare for their home opener against Redeemer in a few days' time. That being September the 14th. Free entry for fans for that matchup at Tim Hortons Field. As they look trying to rebound after a tough men's start, but a strong women's start, where they had more than 20 shots for their side, compared to St. Clair's 10 earlier tonight. Abraham, poke loose. Out of touch, St. Clair throw-in. Thrown back to midfield. Move back around slowly, still by St. Clair as they continue to drain things around. Offsides Lopez. Lopez still wants to attack. But the Mountaineers will now get the chance for the kick. Kicked all the way down the field. Quick shot off of Saint. Floated back midfield. Retreating back for the opportunity to the side. And contact. And that time, a bit of a shove that time with Zane Nizam. That keeps it up. And off and away we go. Severino gets the ball back. Directing traffic, Rondinelli. Loop back towards his direction. Severino forced to retreat. Tries to pass it, just about stolen away. Kept alive though, Zane Nizam. He's taken more of a distribution role, if anything. These final minutes with little touches. He watches Mohawk work to the outside. Now working their way to the box. In the box, poke loose. Severino with another defensive stop, able to clear it away. 82nd minute, 5-0 your score. St. Clair over Mohawk. Quick signal on the Warren. And kick coming, regardless, for the goal. Down to the final few moments. And the train staff has been signaled out as a Mountaineer is down to one knee. It's a quick checkup currently being taken place on the field. That is for Smith, who, remember, came in originally when Blake had that stoppage in the first half of play. And their substitution waiting is Pollard as well. St. Clair looking to make a change. Pollard has come back into the match for Abraham with the stoppage. And another substitution signaled as with this stoppage with the injury, Smith is coming out. Just signaled on in at the other end of the field for the Mountaineers. Savoya. Back and away. 84th minute. Slowly dribbling it down. Moved around a couple times and floated up. Off the head of a Saint. The rush up the field. Sankey coming all the way from the crease to kick it away. Move back to midfield. Intercepted back along the Saints logos. Floated up once again for Zane. Zane on the attack. Looking ahead. Out of touch. Coming up to the final 5 minutes of play here in this match. St. Clair controlled the tempo from the onslaught. Remember, tomorrow you can watch live here on We Digital OFC football from this same field and see that helmet and its players from the St. Clair Saints take on the London Beefeaters, 6:50 p.m. Eastern Time. Here on We Digital. Another score and another goal for St. Clair on the board. From the corner, and the onslaught continues. Less than 5 minutes to go. Zain Nizam picks up his second. It's a 4-goal night for the brothers. An unreal night for St. Clair. Another chance, another shot, and just over the woodwork to make it a potential 7-goal night. The Saints can't believe it. They wanted the 7-peat. Mohawk electing just to kick it. St. Clair trying it again. Trying to set up the potential for the Hatter. Not able to get it to Zain Nizam. Remember, Musa Nizam has already been subbed out, and already a potential sub back out. Could be coming out for Zain. Pass back and forth, Steinke trying to get it away. Able to treat it away, finally. Coming up to about 3 minutes to work with. Close out a 6-0 match. Zain Nizam with 2 goals on the night. Pollard nearly tackles it away. Stolen away, Pollard. Gets tackled back, gets stuck in a little bit of a hokey pokey. Able to come up with it is Pollard. Pollard with the slide tackle, taking it away from him as that goes out of touch. And a substitution coming in, but it's not for Zain. They are keeping in Zain Nizam. They are bringing back in Dava, St. Clair is. Down to the final 2 minutes or so. Zain Nizam working down the line, poked loose. After the tight play, they will try another corner. It worked for a goal last time. 22 shots on net for St. Clair tonight. The corner kick going far out from the box. Kicked up, and that goes way out of the ballpark. The ball rolls its way to the new upgrades here at the Sacred College campus and finds its way somewhere in the trees. Under 90 seconds to go, St. Clair now with the throw-in. Moved up for one more attacking chance. Kicked off the side of a Mountaineer. Moved around the top of the box. Pollard tries to tackle it, kicked away instead. Hard tackle battle. St. Clair comes back with it. Loaded up softly. Moved up for Lopez. Lopez wants it. Lopez can't get it. The goal kick signaled with under a minute or so to go, pending extra time, if any. Brilliant offensive matchup tonight for St. Clair. The brothers with 4 combined goals. The recruiting class picking up 5 of the 6, in fact. Final few moments. Midfield. One more attack. St. Clair not backing off. Lopez up through the uprights and again off and away. And that does it. St. Clair dominates from the onset for a 6-0 victory. The Nisams lead a charge to pick up win number 1 of 2022. The Mountaineers with just 3 shots on the night. I'd like to take the time to thank you for tuning in for tonight's action here from Windsor, Ontario, here on We Digital. Remember, it's a busy weekend here on the campus. Baseball, as well as softball, as well as football taking place throughout the weekend. We'll see you then. But with that, it's time to say goodnight. Goodbye from Acumen Stadium.